All right, what's up, everybody? I am doing a bit of a test here. I got a completely new setup on here. So I got a new audio and video setup. So we're going to see how well this works. This is very much a kind of a test stream here as I'm working on this. And let's go ahead here. I'm actually trying out the Restream Studio in the browser. So we're going to see how that works out. And as you can see, what is weird is it doesn't have a green screen filter built into it in the browser, at least not that I can find. So we're going to go with the green for now, and we'll see. I'm actually rebuilding a website here. It's my own website. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. So a couple of things, right? This is currently a WordPress hosted site, which is fine, I guess, but I'm just very tired of the performance. You can see that a lot of stuff takes forever to load and all these kind of things. And it's a bit of a maintenance nightmare. The only thing that's good about it is being able to use plugins to do various things, like throwing in some adverts, like over here where you can go to buymeacoffee.com/PWCOM if you want to, by the way, and things like that. That's really the only advantage here. Plus, it's just a security nightmare, let's be honest, is PHP and WordPress, right? Now, what I had originally, I'm going to show you this one. This is a JAMStack, and I liked this one a lot. But when I did this JAMStack version on Gatsby, there were some issues that I never really resolved. One of which was pagination, and I figured, well, I'm going to go back and redo this. But then I thought, you know what? I think we want to do something slightly different. So that's where I'm at now. Is this right? I spent about maybe 5 hours coming up with this so far. You can see it, all the code over here. It is Gatsby again, but what it is Gatsby with a lot cleaner look. I've gone for this cleaner, more modern look that I'm working on. Very much working on things, right? It's pulling in from a Contentful back end here. These 3 posts, they're not linked to anything yet. Haven't got there, right? Just created the about page to start working on that, and some other static pages here. And then we've got a couple of links that go out to my other sites, like this one for Compile Swift, for Swift programming and iOS development and stuff. So that's what I'm working on, this very clean look here. And I thought, why not go ahead and, share this with everyone as I'm doing it. So that's basically the plan here, and that's what we're doing. And also, I wanted to test this stream setup at the same time. So feel free to ask questions, but I'm going to be testing some things, changing some things as we go here. So we'll see how this goes. I just need to look these up and see how, everything's going. I'm going to check the audio levels here, put in the little ear buddy buds. So give me one second. Look at YouTube here quickly. Got to find all the settings on the machine. So you bear with me. You can't see these. These are actually on a separate screen. I switched over to the apps, but now it's back on the Rode. Okay. I got a Rode microphone that I'm using here. The NT something USB Mini. Love it to death. Fantastic microphone. But I want to go and see what the live stream's looking like here. So give me a second. I'm going to go and see this. See if it's looking reasonable for the rest of the world or really terrible. I also want to check the audio levels. Okay, it looks pretty good on YouTube. So hopefully it's looking good everywhere else as well. I got a drink here. Give me 1 second. And the reason that I'm trying out the Restream Studio on the web, by the way, is because I actually use the Streamlabs software, but that is set up and configured with all of my Compile Swift.com accounts. And so I didn't want to mess with that and ruin that. I have a separate stream for that, all set up and nice and happy. So I wanted to leave that alone and try something a little different here. I don't believe there's Restream software that you download, but, of course, I could download OBS and set it up in there with the accounts for the Restream settings. So that is everything we've got going on there. Just going to test a little overlay there. You can follow me on Twitter at UIBars where I talk about all this development stuff. All right. So that is that. Let's keep going here. So yeah, the about page right now is pretty empty. I want, just checking the styling, making sure the content fitted and scaled, the background scaled appropriately and everything like that. So that's what this is. What I think I want to do next is actually add, I didn't really want to have the sidebar on here. I wanted to give the benefit of the full content. I don't know if I'll regret that. I'll change my mind in the future. But one thing I do need to go and do is go back up to the header here. And I need to add a link. So actually what I'm going to do for this here is I need to add the link. I can't remember if I've already imported. Not yet. No. Okay. And then, of course, it's going to go to somewhere. And then I need to take that here, bring it down here to this one. And then the link, I just want the link to go to basically the home page, right? This is going to go, the home button, go back home. Okay. And I do need to import. I'm just going to steal it from here so I don't have to type it. There we go. But I don't need GraphQL. Save that. Error goes away. Reload it. And what did I messed something up, didn't I? Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, well, I hosed that completely. Let's take that link out of there. And I think actually what I did, if I remember rightly, in my CSS over here, the problem's going to be I got a bunch of code in there for starting at the links. We don't want that here. All right, and let's have a look. So actually, what I'm going to do, I am going to put that back. It is fine there, but I do need to change the class, the style. So class name is going to be header home link. And let's save that. It's going to ruin it over there. Now we're going to go fix that. Because what I'm looking for I know I got one in here somewhere. Did I put it in line originally? Oh, because I think actually what I did was I messed this up. Hold on. I actually have a column, a row and a column in the flex settings there. That's what's messing this up. Let's take that out of there. Let's try this. The whole thing's just going to take it home anyway. So there we go. Now, that said, though, what I don't want is all of that stuff. So let's take this anyway. Go back over here. I got to clean all this CSS up eventually. This started out as an experimentation that went very well and turned into a project. Tell me if that's ever happened to you. I bet it has, right? Okay. Let's have a look over here. Make sure everything looks good on the stream still. Yep. Okay. what I haven't done yet, I haven't checked this on a mobile device yet either. We'll do that's something that I take it into account as I do it, but I also take it into account and sort of work it as I go here as well. So I like to get the basic design in first and then figure the rest from there. Let's have a look. So text decoration, we don't want any. That's better. But I also didn't really want, I don't want the hover effect. So we're going to say text decoration none, and also on hover we want none. And I got to fix the because that does not do what I want in the design right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this, because when it's not a link, this text at the top here, this is my branding color, this is red. The text here should be black. I don't really want it to change when it becomes a link. So that as well. So let me think about this here for a second. I think what I need to do is, this may change it all. Let's see what happens. This may not be what I want. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's do this separately. Because I could just do it that way, I guess. If I do it like that, no, that's not what I want either. I'm going to take that one out of there. Header home link A. I want it to be black. Okay, those are working fine. These are working fine. This one, still not doing it. Let's have a look here. Okay, let's take a look. The H1 is fine. Oh, you know, yeah. There we go. Okay. I actually had this as a P element here, so that's what I've got to change there, is I've changed the P element so that it works properly. All right. Now, thing is, I also don't want the font weight to change. And I got to look up and see what the font weight was. Looking for the header. Page header, blah, 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 blah. I think actually I set that in the header here. It's red, da, 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 and there's none there. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is take that one out of there, override this one in here where I want it to just be normal. That is what I want. Should now give me what I need here. Normal. Nothing changes. And I can click on it. Fantastic. There you go. Let's go back and take a look at this. That may still be a bit too broad scoping. So, sorry. A little too quick at the keystrokes. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to take this. I'm actually going to move it from there now. And I think I just want it to cover the content. So I want it to cover the logo. I'll take this one out of here. That's the content. Close it off there. Save it. It's going to mess up my alignment over here. As we know, we've got columns. It's fine. I'm going to fix that. But now you can only click on that part. That's actually what I want. This column alignment is fine. I can fix this because I think it is this page header one right here. Actually, you know, I could just leave that alone and mess with it over here. So I got to remember let's have that and then style. Gonna get this completely wrong, aren't I? Yeah, that's not right. Class name, style. There's where it should be. And for the style, we are gonna say flex direction. I think it's row. I think. Let's check which one's gonna fix it up here. It's not that one. Oh man, I am so out of practice. I actually do mobile app development every day now, and so I'm a little out of start with my a little out of touch with my flex grid. That's going to give me something. Okay, all right. Let's just simplify this. What if I take that? Actually, I could just make the text a link. That would be fine. Is that going to mess me up? I bet it's still going to mess me up. That's fine. That'll work. All right. How's everyone doing out there today? Excuse me. Oh, dear. All right. By the way, if you're interested in this kind of stuff and you want tutorials or videos or anything like that, if you go to peterwhitham.com, you will find all of this kind of stuff there. Do love me some JAMStack. Oh, I've lost my window. Where did my window go? Come back. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Come on, window. All right, there we go. All right, back to what we were doing. Okay, so got the link in there, got to build out that page. I'm actually going to create the stub out these pages right now. So I am going to duplicate this page. We're just going to take all this. I'm going to stub out these pages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the posts come from a Contentful on the back end. But since these pages are going to be mostly static, I'm actually going to put the pages in as static pages here so I can lay them out specifically how I want them and all the other good stuff to go with that. So that's what I'm doing here. So we're going to have the contact page. We're going to have to change this here to contact. Let's go way back up here. Change this one as well. Contact. And then confident now all of this is going to work. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. Take all of that off of there. And just so I know which one it is, before I build the content, we'll put that in there. And then eventually I'll replace these with the contact ones as well. But for right now, if I go over to here and put contact, that should give me my empty page. Fantastic. Look at that. 2 very empty pages very quickly indeed. We've got 2 more. These are 2 external links and then 3. So there's actually 3 more pages here to go. All right. If you're interested, by the way, in the podcast for this, you can go to peterwhitham.com/podcast as well. Okay. I'm going to do that. Let's make the social one as well. All about the socials. All right, there we go. Save that one. And there we have it. So the only two left should be this one. And videos, yep, which don't go anywhere because I haven't done those. Okay, great. Not bad. Not bad. We've spent what, maybe about 5 hours on this, from going from nothing to what we got right now. So CSS is, or JSX, I should say, is pretty easy to work with once you remember it all. I do some React Native, so that's thankfully how I remembered to do at least some of the component stuff. All this stuff's built on Gatsby's on top of React anyway, so. Okay, let's see what's next here. I'm going to flesh the pages out. I want to get the structure in place. Really, at some point, I'm procrastinating on this, and I'm going to have to deal with doing this pagination stuff, which is completely alien to me on this, doing it with React and Gatsby and stuff. So I tried it once before. It was a horrible failure. But I've learned an awful lot from doing React Native since then. So I'm hoping that I can get that working. Okay, let's get rid of that. Yeah, I really want to keep this design clean. I would really like to, just for once in my life, have a nice clean site and keep it that way and keep it simple. And what I'm electing to do as well is separation of concerns for content, right? So like my Swift programming and all that stuff is on my Compile Swift website. My photography is on my photography website. There is no point in me just duplicating all that content over to here. I have done that up until now. If you look at peterwhedon.com at the moment, you'll see it all on there. And I'm really not sure that it's the best plan. I feel like the separation of concerns enables me to focus for the right audience, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Share in the chat and tell me what you think on that. Maybe it's like, nope, you should just put it all on one. That's foolish. I am tempted to do a little bit of animation with this stuff, though. I may do some animation on some of these components, which I did previously. If I go to peterwhedon.us, you'll see it here, right? I had this little CSS animation as you move over the items, like so, and it was just kind of a nice, cute little thing to have in there. Originally, I was going to animate the graphic in there as well, so that's something I may replicate again. Like I say, if you go to peterwhedon.com, you're going to find a whole ton of content. Let me just show you. Why don't I just show you? You can go up to, if you go up to app development, if you're interested in that stuff, there's Swift, and then there's a bunch of stuff for JAMStack as well, along with a whole ton of videos, getting started with Gatsby and all that fun stuff, right? Because do love that. My JAMStack stuff is hosted on Netlify, by the way. None of them are paying me for this, but really love Netlify. Just fantastic. Okay. think what I got to do next is, once I've done the pagination, or maybe before, I'm going to sit with Sketch and sketch out how I want these pages to look for these static pages. I think I'll probably share that with you all as well, because I really want to show as much of the process involved here for those who are looking to do something similar and maybe don't know how to do it, want to ask questions. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for now. This is enough for me to test the stream. I'm going to go check stream, make sure everything's good. And then if it is, great, continue going forward from then. If there's a problem, I haven't wasted too much time on it and I can fix up the problem. So hopefully this should be pretty awesome. We'll see how the quality goes as well. And that is it. Thanks, folks. I will see you in the next one.